Yo, if you hear that sound, you know what it is. AITA.
AITA.
Dude, and just because we are doing this whole season dedicated to Apple, Orch Apple stuff, Apple information, everything's been really great. Dude, apple cider beer, boy. We got to do AITA about apples. And you know what's better?
Them apples.
Almost hockey season. Puck, pass it away, Sean. You know, do the honors. Baby.
All right. So, am I the asshole for buying the wrong Walmart gala apples?
Oh, it's intriguing.
Is that really a question out here in the world? Let's find out.
It's first world problem.
Yeah, where are we going with this?
First world problem.
So, my girlfriend sent me a text at work to buy apples and toilet paper at Walmart. When I got home from work and said that I was going to Walmart, she opened the fridge, pointed to a bag of apples, and said, "Can you buy 2 bags of gala apples from Walmart?" After getting the toilet paper, whose brand is apparently unimportant, I ran into a problem with the apples. When I go to Walmart instead of Kroger to get gala apples, they are normally in bins and bags, but the bin was empty. I asked a Walmart stocker if they had any gala apples that I was missing. She led me to a bin of unbagged apples. I was left with 3 choices. 1, return home with no apples. I assume this was clearly the wrong choice. 2.
Sorry. So funny. I'm glad he put this in there. This
is
you
hilarious. Needs it.
Yeah.
Bring home a different type of apples. I assume this was the most absurd choice. 3. Fill 2 of the supplied bags with gala apples of ambiguous brand. This last bit was a bit difficult because I would have to match the quality correctly. As of all the other pre-bagged apples contained 3 bags, I assumed that she desired 6 bags of apples. I went with option 3. I estimated based on feel of the bags I filled compared with other apple bags that had 3 pounds. I did it twice to make 6 pounds. Bro, what?
Okay.
When I went to the checkout, I weighed the apples. It came out to 5.97, only a 0.5% error because he did the math, folks.
Okay. Wow.
Look out. Okay. I thought that was pretty good. When I returned with the groceries.
He's all proud.
Very proud. When I went home with the groceries, my girlfriend said, "Why didn't you listen to me? You never listened to me. I said I wanted 2 bags of gala Walmart apples." I replied, "This is 2 bags of gala Walmart apples." She said they are not in bags.
Okay.
Bro.
Okay. All right, so let's digest this,
here?
guys.
What is happening?
I have 2 questions. I have a question, all right? So we're going through this, and thanks, Matt. I don't think she's mad about the weight of the apples. It even says that he got different apples. And if you're making like all right, if you're making any type of thing that you need the type of apple, you have tart sweetness. We just covered this.
Yes.
Right in our episode, it is so important to get the right bag of apples. And I honestly think some of his options, he could have added a 4th one. Go to the Kroger's and get the right apples. And it's so hard because it's like you're doing nothing at this point, because if someone's asked, it's like saying, "Hey, do you need flour?" And you go ahead and go get baking soda or something. I'm sorry, powdered sugar. A little
different. I mean, that one's
sorry.
Those are 2 different ones.
Way different.
If he just brings home different apples,
yeah,
I think she can make it work. However, I will. This is obviously not in there, but I would say it's not that hard to look up apples sweetness on a scale today. So if she went on gala and they weren't there, go find the next best thing. Real simple.
Well, it sounds like there's probably galas mixed in it. It sounds like this is a mixed grab.
Well, he says that there's no gala apples. There's just different options. And what he did is take a bag and fill it up with 5.97 of a bunch of different apples.
Oh, okay.
So, and I'm sorry, she says, I wanted 2 bags of gala Walmart apples.
Not just apples. It had to be that specific.
Yeah.
That's why I said, if he had just gone to the scale or whatever they call it, the measurement, and seen okay, so there's gala, and then you got a little bit sweeter. I don't know which direction it is. Or one's a little bit more tart, whatever. He could have done that.
Right.
And it's funny because I think he's trying to sell himself here because he's talking about weight, and it's 0.5% error.
0.5%
I don't think
error.
she's mad about the weight, bro.
It's
not about the weight, brother. I think he's missing it. But
yeah.
It's a weird thing that some people get mad about. It's just one of those quirks that you got your significant other, and that's just maybe their ledge or ticking point. Or it could have been a build up for that matter. Who knows? Where she was just she didn't really care about the apples. That was just the underlying issue, or that happened to be the issue. but underlying issues were there prior, and then she kind of just blew up on him maybe for that. And who knows? That's
But
me
that's
just reading
taken out of
into it.
context.
That's
right?
that's me
Remember
reading. That's me reading into it. That's what I'm saying. Because that's a weird. That's why I say it. Because it's a weird thing to be mad about apples. Like,
yeah. Well,
that's a weird thing.
I'm not trying to give too much away, but I slightly can agree. Like, there's certain things that you want to make with certain type of apples. It's like saying making green apple pie is like going to be too sour for you. The whole apple pie is because it'll ruin the. There's no point in even making the apple pie. So it's like there's no point even going to the store and getting the apples because you brought wrong ones. It's just like
you want to get like the we'll say. I don't even know what the scale is for that matter, but let's just say for this point is crab apples are at the far left and we got the one that she wanted on the far right.
Yeah.
And now he just chose the far left one.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh,
that's
gonna ruin the thing, whatever she wanted to make.
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
like you said, you're like,
that.
you can make it work, but it's gonna taste so mediocre. It's like, why put in all this time?
It changes it, for sure. I get that.
So,
I think she's definitely making something. That's why it's a big issue.
Right.
Because like I know, like my mom makes the finest apple pie
she does.
ever.
Shout out.
And but she gets them off the homestead, so this would never happen. But yeah, I think I have a feeling this dude is in the wrong because he knows exactly what she's trying to do, because that's why he made his 3 options known, and that's why he's like even did the math to prove like how good of a job he did.
Yes.
And I was only up by a 0.5 error.
I think this is it. I think I feel like we dissected this one really well.
I just don't understand why A, she's upset, and then B, that he's so like, I gotta go make a Reddit post about this, but here we are.
So here we are, and I'll start us out. Cheers to that. I honestly think so these are my 2 takeaways. I know what it's like if someone asks you to get a certain type of apple because they're going to make a certain type of thing. If you go to the store,
that's fair,
and you get the wrong apples, it's pointless. It doesn't matter what you bought; it's pointless. So,
or any ingredient for that matter, you replace that with right. I needed this, and you brought me X. Like I needed X, you brought me B. Whatever. Yes.
Yeah, it would be different if you got like the second best thing, but he said you got a mix of it. So with that, I'm gonna say yes, you are an asshole. You wasted everybody's time. She asked for a certain amount. Maybe go to Kroger, like you said, and not Walmart. Or just spend the extra 20 minutes. Your life will be more peaceful. And whatever she makes, it's going to be 10 times better. But so he is an asshole. That's my take.
The belly could have got the reward.
Yep. Sean, what are you taking, man?
I am going to get the red X because he is the asshole, because he just... Yeah, she's definitely making a specific thing.
Yeah, for sure.
But I do respect the fact that he tried. And also he's trying to get out of being in the wrong. What do you think, Matt?
Joke's on him because he's an asshole.
So is that what, Matt, you're taking, man?
Yeah, he's done. Kick him out.
So we all agreed on this one again.
She honestly should probably break up with him.
And from what Josh said at the very beginning, first world problems.
First world problems. You brought the wrong apple.
There's a big argument. There's a big deal.
You go to the store and buy apples.
Wow.
But yes.
Literally, go 10 minutes on a different angle and go get the right apples,
Just
brother.
go down the street somewhere else, dude. You could have prevented so much headache.
Problem. And
by the time you run this Reddit post,